Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got Liam bringing his Tau. Undefeated so far. How do you think you're going to do?
I am definitely going to win this one. I mean, Marines are a really good matchup. And this is a Marine army, or at least
Well, we were a Marine army till we had a little bit of a blessing, but it should be an interesting game. We're at Battle Bunker because it's Harry's open night tonight, so if you turn up with a painted army once a fortnight, you get to play for free. There's plenty of opponents to play, so even if you drop a line on the Facebook page, we'll find somebody for you to play, no problem. Or you can play one of us and get on the channel. So what we'll do is we will come back to you with our armies, so we'll see you later.
Hi guys, Liam here. So I'm back on the channel again, this time facing Ian's Deathguard, sitting over there nice and posed. So I've brought a similar list to last time, except it's 2,000 points. So in the extra points, I've basically added in more drones and a commander. And he's over there, sitting nice and high. So same again, so I've got a battalion here with 2 Riptides, one here, Shadow Sun, 2 Fireblades, 5 units of Fire Warriors, and 3 broadsides, so that's a battalion. And then I've got an outrider, so I've got my drones here, 3 squads, 2 7s and a 8. And then I've got this commander as the HQ. He's also the warlord, and his warlord trait is the same as last time, so he's got Exemplar of Montcar, so he basically can advance and shoot without penalty, which is nice because he's a cold star, so he advances 40. I've got my outrider and my battalion, and then I've also got a Sasea, so this is again the ethereal, 3 Firesight Marksman, and then a XV85 Commander, which is the Enforcer, and he's got a Relic, which is the Airburst and Fragmentation Projector Relic, and he's got 3 Cyclic Ion.
So again, we've got my Deathguard army. It's again similar-ish to what I did last time, but due to a request on the last video, I have brought some fluff to go with the cheese. So I'm running a battalion and a super heavy auxiliary detachment tonight. For my HQs, I have a Chaos Lord and a Malignant Plague Caster. I'll go through the spells as I use them. The Chaos Lord is my Warlord, and he has the Relic of the Fulgrim Helm, which gives me +3 inches to my aura bubble. And I also have the Warlord trait of... I forget. I'll come back to you with that when I remember it, it's fine. I have a squad of 10 Poxwalkers. I have 2 squads of 6 Plague Marines. The plasma isn't actually plasma, that's just there to denote the champion. And each squad has a Blight Launcher. I have 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts, both the Butcher Cannons. They don't have the missile racks, I didn't have the points for it. And the star of the show is back again, Mr. DG209. He is a Duradio with Butcher Cannons, heavy bolters and the heavy havoc launcher. And to round off my battalion, I have 2 Blade Burst Crawlers. Both have entropy cannons and heavy sluggers. And finally, we have not the Crab Knight. He's having a night off. We've got his little brother who has 2 big chain cannons. He has the Storm Spear rocket pod, the line of sight blocking rocket pod, and he also has a heavy stubber. And that rounds out my 1999 points of Deathguard. So I've put my brain back in, and his Warlord trait is the Arch Contaminate, which allows him to reroll all failed hit rolls for Plague Weapon. So we rolled for a random mission and we got Disruptive Signals. So it's a Maelstrom mission and it is 4 cards a turn, every turn. But there is also one stratagem to play. If you do not want somebody to score it, you can spend a command point to make them not be able to score that in that turn. We've also, as you can see, we have now set up for the battle. We scored, what was the deployment we picked?
I think it's Spearhead Assault.
It's Spearhead Assault, so it's either side with a pointy bit in the middle. It's 9 inches from centre, 12 inches up either side. So I have deployed everything kind of in the middle, wanting to push forward, make sure everything's in range, but the only space for my knight was at the back, so we'll see if we can get forward. Luckily, he's got plenty of moves. My drones were on the top to give them, basically let them move wherever they want, because I deployed first, which just means I will be going first, unless there is a horrendous siege later on, which you never know, there could well be. So I will pass you on to Liam, and he'll tell you how he's deployed his Tau.
So I had a bit of a conundrum for this game, because as a tower player, traditionally, and I've got Shadow Sun, I like to castle up, and normally that involves just sticking all your models in a ruin, which is what I've done here, but it's not really the best spot, because I had to deploy as far forward as possible to get in this ruin, and as you can see,
Everything's in range.
Yep, there's not really much of a gap between us, and he goes first. So it's going to be a bit rough. There wasn't really anywhere for much of my units to go, really. So I've got my broadsides on the ruin. They're untouchable in melee. Not really a problem here, to be fair, but got my drones spread out as good as I can, and there's not really a good place to put my fire warriors, so it's, interesting, but let's see how it goes.
As we said, it's Good Friday today, so fish is on the menu.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
So, Liam has decided that he doesn't want to give me first turn. I don't know why, but you never know. Some people are just like that. So, we are going to roll for the Seize the Initiative. No! So close.
I forgot to tell you,
+1 for Warlord traits and command points and stuff. And basically what he's doing is going to take advantage of the fact that I don't really know Tau. So tell us in the comments how much he cheats and then how much I get wrong because I'm horrendous. Okay, we'll come back to you after movement for the Deathguard turn. These are the cards for the Deathguard on turn 1. We have Overwhelming Firepower, Assassinate, Big Game Hunter, and Blood and Guts. So Liam, would you like to spend a command point to get rid of one of these cards?
I would love for you not to be able to score Overwhelming Firepower this turn.
So unfortunately, Overwhelming Firepower is off the table. We'll come back to you after the movement. Right, so after the movement phase of the Deathguard, my Knight has moved forward his 12 inches just to make sure he's in line of sight of everything. My Plague Marines just shuffled up just to claim their objective, just to move him along. My Bloat drones both advanced, still out of range unfortunately, but next turn if they survive. And everything else just kind of shuffled up. The Plague Burst Crawler in the back didn't move, but this Plague Burst Crawler has, but I've spent 1 command point on Blasphemous Machine to give me the full ballistic skill. So I will come back to you with the Psychic phase. So I managed to cast Putrescent Vitality on this squad of Marines, and I've also put Miasma Pestilence on the Duradio Dreadnought. So let's have a think about what we're going to shoot first. Right, so I may as well start with my Knight, and what he's going to do is he's going to put all of his Gatling cannon shots into the first squad of drones at the top, because he can see them. Yep. So we'll do that first. Then he's going to put the Slugger into that single unit there.
Yeah. So there's a line going down
yeah.
Here, which is
And then what he's going to do is he's going to put the missiles into that same squad as well. So we shall start off with the Slugger and the missiles first. So the Slugger is, the Stubber, sorry, because it's not Deathguard technically. So 3 shots hitting on 3s. And that is all hits. So these are strength 4.
Toughness 4.
So 4's to wound. And that's 1 save, no AP.
Sure, yeah. I don't believe I get cover because the light infantry, so it's 4 up. And then
Nope.
it's 5 up.
And he saves it. So we'll fire the missile launcher next, which is D6 shots, I believe, but I will double check to make sure I'm not cheating.
I think it's strength 5.
It is D6 shots, strength 5 minus 1, 2 damage, yeah. So we get 3 shots. So these will be hitting on 3s again. This is again at the same squad. That's 1 hit. So they'll be wounding on a 3. That's 1 wound, so minus 1.
So 4 and 1 will save, so 4 up, which they pass.
Of course. Excellent. And we'll move straight on to the Gatling cannons next. And since I have stupid small hands, I'm going to roll them in two attempts. So the first lot hitting on 3s, and the second lot hitting on 3s. That was pretty terrible. I'll take out the fails and the Gatling cannon.
He's lost it for the rest of the game. Take 12 shots away.
Yeah. So these are strength more than you, so they are wounding on 3s.
And 2 damage each, aren't they?
Minus 2 damage.
Yeah. That's a lot of 3s.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds.
11. Let's go. 11 4 up saves.
Yep.
Here we go.
That's a pretty good roll.
So 4 fails, so 2
Yep.
damage each.
Yep, that's right.
So they've got feel no pain. So first guy, 5 up. So he dies.
That's 1 dead.
Second guy.
That's 2 dead.
Third guy. He lives.
Whoa.
Oh, last guy. Apparently that guy dies now, but
So that is
that was the
4 dead on the green squad, yes. Excellent. So we shall keep on with the same. What we'll do now is we will We will move on to the first Contemptor Dreadnought, who's going to fire his butcher cannons up into that same squad at the back there of drones. So it's 8 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8. We did move, but we don't care because we're Deathguard. Which is why Deathguard are best. So, that is everything hit. We do have a Chaos Lord if we did roll 1s, but we didn't roll any 1s. So, and these are strength 8, so they're wounding on 2s. And unfortunately I can't save that, and these are -1, and these are also 2 damage each. So that is 7.
So 7, so 5, 6, 7, so 7 4-ups. Oh, not as good this time.
That was more like it.
That's what you like to see, eh?
Yes, I do like to see these horrendous fails. So,
first guy dies.
there's a dead drone.
Second guy dies. Third guy, he lives actually, so I have to do it again. He died, yeah, they're all dead.
So that is first strike.
Unfortunately, it is.
Excellent. So what we'll do next is the second Contemptor. I need to check to see if he can see that drone behind here. So 2 seconds, I'm going to check line of sight and we'll see if we... So the second Contemptor unfortunately can't get a bead in line of sight of this one little drone here. So what he's going to do, in frustration, he's just basically going to fire at the fire warriors over there. Just because he can, therefore he will. So again, it is 2s, re-rolling 1s. So there's a 1, we'll re-roll that. And they are toughness.
Toughness 3.
So it's 2s again.
They're just guardsman stats, basically.
So that is 7 again at -1.
Oh, 7 5-up saves.
7 5-up saves. that was four dead.
The sergeant lives.
But he is -2 to his leadership, so we'll figure that out at the end of the turn.
I auto pass on a 6, which is nice.
Yes, it is. Silly bonding knives. Right, so what we'll do next is we shall go straight onto the radio. So I'm going to fire the butcher cannons into the other squad of fire warriors. The heavy bolters, I'll put in the same squad, but the missile launchers, they're going to go into the back, the back to the next squad back. And then the missile launchers that don't need line of sight, they're going to come into this wounded squad here of drones. So, butcher cannons again. 2s, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll the 1s. All hits, so these will be 2s again. So that is 6 at -1.
Nice, and this is here, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
So 6 at -1.
That was...
Two guys die.
That was pretty good. So then we've got the heavy bolters going at them as well. So 6 shots hitting on 2s. Re-rolling the 1s. Not to be. And it'll be 3s again. So that is, wow, 1 at -1.
5-up. Oh, wow, this...
Wasn't meant to be. So the Greater Havoc launcher is 2d3 shots.
This is going here, isn't it?
No, it's going into this squad of drones here, because it doesn't need line of sight. So 2d3 shots for 6 shots.
Nice.
So 2s, re-roll the 1s. Yep, and then it's strength 6, so it'll be 3s again.
Nice.
So that is 6 at -1.
Are these 2 damage each?
These are only 1 damage.
Oh, okay, that's alright then. So 6 4-ups. Are we classing this as cocked or?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's a 4. It's fine.
So 3 fails, and these are just 1 damage each.
Yes, that's right.
So 3 5-ups. 3 drones dead.
3 more drones dead. Excellent. So I'm going to have a think what I'm going to do next. It's mortar time. Right, so the heavy slugger is basically just the slugger, and the entropy cannons are going to pepper into this fella around here, which is a...
Oh, this guy?
Yes.
Riptide?
And then the plague burst mortar is going to go into the drones again.
Yeah,
So, yes, the red squad. So we'll start with the drones first.
Yep.
So it's D6 shots for 5 shots. Now, these are hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Wow. So we'll re-roll the 1. Excellent. So these are strength 8. So re-roll the 1 because we have Arch Contaminator. So that is 3 wounds at -2.
3 4-up saves. D3 damage each?
2 D3 damage, so I'll roll those 2 D3. So we've got 1 damage and 1 damage.
Oh, two more drones.
Two more drones died. Excellent. Excellent, excellent.
That's what we're there for.
So we'll do the slugger next into your Riptide over there. So it's 4 shots hitting on 4s, re-rolling the 1. I'll move that. So that is 3 hits.
57.
So 5s to wound. And that is 2 wounds at -1.
3 up save. Wow.
That is a wound to you, sir.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
And then the last gun for this one is the 2 entropy cannons hitting on 4s. 2 hits. So these are strength 8. 3s to wound. And that's 1 wound at -4.
And this was going
That's going into that Riptide over there, same as before. So
on the Sigma protocols.
of course you are.
On the blue squad, so on a 2 up it goes to the blue squad drone, which it does. On a 5 up the drone lives, which it does. Welcome to Sigma protocols. Enjoy your stay.
That is insulting. Right, so we'll move on to the next Plague Burst Crawler. So again, we're going to do exactly the same again. So we shall fire the mortar first, which is going into the drones. So you're going to go into the same red squad because I may as well.
Yeah. So there's 3 red boys.
Yeah.
Left and
Actually, I'm going to go into the blue squad. So it's D6 shots into the blues for 1 shot. So hitting on a 4. That hits.
no CP reroll.
No, I'm fine. And it wounds. So that is -2.
4 up.
Yep. Let's see how this game's going to go.
You've done alright so far.
And then we've got the heavy slugger going in. No, he's dead. No, he's dead.
This guy's definitely not dead.
Are you sure?
He's in deep strike.
Oh, I thought I killed him. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
So 4 shots into the Riptide, hitting on 4s, re-rolling the 1s. And these are wounding on 5s. And that is 0 hits. And then we've got the 2 entropy cannons again on 4s, re-rolling to 1s. Well, that wasn't meant to be, was it?
A bit rusty, you know, they're pretty old, aren't they?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. And I now have a look and see if I actually have anything else in range too. So that is basically all of my shots fired. So what we'll do is we'll move on to any leaderships that we need to do now. So talk me through your leadership.
So there's a drone squad here.
Yep.
They've lost 5, but there's an ethereal up underneath, and because he's Sasea, he's leadership 10, and he gives a leadership bubble around 6 inches.
Nice.
So on a 6-1 runs away. Wow.
Would you let us spend a command point? No. I didn't think you would do, but it was worth a try. And you have the Fire Warrior squad over there as well.
So this guy lost 4 and then a butcher cannon, so he needs a 6 or he runs.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
And then these guys lost 2, but was it the butcher cannons?
Yes, it was, yep.
So again, -2, so let's have a look at all the dice. So leadership 7, -4.
Yep.
So
One goes, yep. I believe that's everything. So at the end of my turn, unfortunately, I didn't score anything. So I'm going to get rid of Assassinate, but I do get 1 victory point for first strike.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to you after the movement phase for the Dirty Fish People tab. Cards drawn for the Tau on turn 1. Talk me through your cards.
Okay, so I've got Kingslayer, which is Slay the Enemy Warlord.
Yep.
Which, that's not happening.
No, because he is there, and turn 1 that's not going to happen.
Yep. The Lure, which I have to shoot something after a successful charge last turn.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm not charging. Yep.
Hold the line, can't score on the first turn.
No.
Good luck with that.
Yep.
Patient Hunter, score 1 victory point if I kill something from a unit which is in my deployment zone, which my entire army is, but
And what happened after that?
well, it used CP, so I can't score this.
Yes, that's right. I did. Yes, well done.
Wonderful.
So
these
you're not scoring any this turn either.
I can get first blood.
You can, yeah. So we'll come back to you after movement phase because there's no psychic. Movement phase of the Tau doesn't look like much, but talk us through what little you did actually do.
So I used Nova Charge for heavy hitting for both, but this has a 3++, so branch Nova Charge as well.
Yep.
I declared Karyun, so this bubble here can't move, but rerolls fail hits.
Yep.
These shuffled along slightly. To character block for this, because he's got quad fusion, which are only 18 inches.
And
then
within 18 inches, I believe, as well.
I am 17.9 inches away.
I will
so
double check just in case.
I am just within 18 inches. As you can see, target acquired.
Yes, just a little bit, yes.
That was my movement phase.
So
nice
that's
and
your
simple.
move. Would you like to go straight into your shooting phase?
Yes, I would.
Right, then take it away.
So beginning of the shooting phase, I have another strategy flare. So I've got 7 command points and a command and control mode. So basically, this unit rerolls all field wounds. So Shadowstone can't shoot.
Yes.
So these reroll all field wounds.
Yep.
Just gonna put this card here.
This is Dirty Tau.
Just a bit. Just
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I have to do.
Yep.
The next thing I have to do is marker lights.
Yes. So,
So
please do.
you still have rotate iron shields, don't you?
I might do.
Oh, that's so annoying.
As you said before, never underestimate a 4-up save.
Never underestimate. Never. Alright, so marker light first.
Yep,
things
marker
first.
lights.
This guy's just gonna fire here.
Right.
Hitting on a 3, reroll on 1s and 2s.
Yep. Yep.
Reroll on 1s and 2s.
And again, please.
That's fine.
Yep.
So I get one marker light.
You do. I'll put it. I'll tell you what to do. I'll be nice and I'll put a marker on him for you. Green dice.
there you go.
Green. Oh, you got green dice.
I'm also going to use. I'm also going to use the mark light stratagem, so I get an extra D3 as
Yeah.
well. It's 1 CP, but D3 mark lights as well. 2.
So puts him up to 3. Yep, absolutely.
Yep. So next thing that's going to fire, this guy's going to fire down here.
Yep.
So hitting on. So he gets it.
So that's on 4. Almost the full complement.
This guy's going to shoot as well, so he's up there hitting on a 2+, reroll 1s because I'm not like number 1.
Yep.
So he's at the 5.
Lovely.
That means I get +1 ballistics.
You do indeed, which is horrendous.
It is, and these two still have mark lights as well, so actually, when you reroll all your failed hits, it's pretty irrelevant on face.
A little bit. So
Just a little bit, so yep, so
that's mark lights done.
life is
And this knight is looking a little bit worried.
just a little bit.
It's okay though. He still has a smile on his face. Right, so on to shooting.
It might get a bit bigger if it melts.
Yes, and what I will declare now is I will be rotating my iron shields.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot this guy first.
Yep. Right. Yep. So what's he got?
So he's just got 4 fusion blasters, they're basically melters, but
Just 4 fusion
but
blasts.
they're 18 inches instead of 12.
Yep.
Yep, so hitting on 2s, reroll on 1s. So all hit.
Yep.
Surprise, wound on 4s.
Here we need some 3s. That'll dip. That's all right.
I'm going to use a CP. So I'm going to 5 CP, but I am going to reroll. I'm going to reroll it, boys.
Right. Okay. So we're going to spend a comment to reroll 1 because that was ugly.
Yes, it was. That's more.
There we
like
go.
it.
So we've got 2 shots coming through. So we need 2 4-ups. Are we ready for 2 4-ups?
Oh no!
I feel
I can feel it.
I feel dirty and I like it.
I know where this is going.
Right. Excellent. What's next?
Next thing next. So this is the funny thing about Tau. You can either with Focus Fire you get plus on the wound. And
Yes.
You can either plink off. You can either try and plink off wounds with Fire Warriors, which wound on 5s.
Yep.
Or you can wound with big stuff and then plink off the last few wounds with Fire Warriors. But I think I'm gonna
We're plinkety plinking.
plinking. So I'm not in rapid fire. So I'm gonna fire this squad first.
Right. No problem.
5 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I roll a 2. Thank you.
Woohoo.
Wound on 5s.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
Yep.
2 dash.
So 2 3-ups. And we take a wound.
So
Puts him down to 23
do
wounds.
you know where focus fire?
Yes. Unfortunately, I know focus fire.
Just in case you want the CP reroll 2. Because if you save it, then I have to fire another fire warrior squad at it to try and flick off another wound.
You know what? I never spend my commandments. I will do that. So let's try it again. You're right. I'll re-roll that, and we scored a 4. So yep, that didn't go through. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're on. Yeah, because you started getting on 5. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that puts him back up to full wounds.
Okay, nice. So next fire warrior.
I killed him with my dice.
Next fire warrior is going to fire.
Yep.
Same again. 3s rerolling 1s.
Nice.
Can I have that again? Because there was some 5 and 6. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 3-ups. Here we go again.
Yeah.
And again, 1 goes through. So we have.
Can't reroll that one.
My command point was in vain. Puts him down to 23 wounds.
So I go with 2 command points because I'm going to focus fire.
Of course you are. So focus fire has been played,
Yeah.
as was to be expected. Because who needs command points?
But that's the thing. Not me apparently.
Yeah, not after turn 1 anyway.
Okay.
So what does focus fire do?
Basically, I get +1 to wound rolls.
Yep.
Which is really good.
It is really good at toughness 8. Yeah.
Toughness 8 is
Yeah.
true for
That is
Tau.
very good.
All my stuff is 6 or 7.
Yep.
So these
Nice.
are going to fire first.
Of course they are.
So I'm re-rolling up. So I'm hitting on 3, including the seeker missiles. So the smart missiles high unit missile pods and secret missiles are going into this bad boy first.
Right, okay.
So they're hitting on 3s,
Yep.
rerolling everything.
Right, no problem.
Rerolling, I may reroll failed hits, so you don't have to reroll 3s.
Yes, of course.
I'll just do the secret missiles first.
Right, no
it's
problem.
easy.
Yep.
So hitting on 3s, rerolling. One fail. Hit.
Yep.
So it's secret missile strength 8, so this is 3
This is now 3s to wound. Nice.
Command and control mode rerolling.
Ouch.
There's a 3.
And what's the AP on these?
Enough, you've got 4 plus.
So, yeah, so 4 pluses. Ouch.
Although these are D6.
Oh, dear me. So 2d6 damage.
That's...
Now we need... Oh! Can I just show you that's horrendous. So, that puts him down to 11 wounds.
That
I will sort that out after. I'm gonna put a 1 and a 1 for 11 wounds. Right. What's next off that one shot that you did?
So the high yield missile pods are next. So there's 24 shots between them because we've got 2 each and the 4 shots each.
Yep. Ouch.
So that's 2, 3, 4. Yep.
If it's any consolation, I expected my knight to die turn 1, not shot 1.
I expect him to die. I just didn't expect to do that much damage with 2d6. So yep. So hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s and 2s.
It's a nice scatter of hits.
Indeed.
And then with the reroll, only failed 3. 4, sorry.
He's wound on 4s, rerolling.
Yep.
My hands aren't that big, but I have smaller dice, so...
Yeah, I need small. I've got huge dice and tiny hands. It's not a good combination.
Yeah. So that wounds for the first lot,
Yep.
and then...
And a couple of fails, but not many.
Enough. All those, and these are all D3 damage.
Oh dear me, so that's 4, 8, 10, 13. AP?
Mine's 2, but all my weapons basically take into a 4 gun.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is basically going to be good night to my knight. Yes. Are we ready for all of these? It's not great though. 1, 2, 3. That is 4 D3 damage and I only have 11 wounds left. Oh, 5. Oh, 6. Oh, 7. Oh, what? Yes, that is a lot of wounds.
D3, I mean, luckily he doesn't have disgustingly resilient because that would not be, that would, if only it could, if only it could.
Yeah, I filled in the big survey asking for it.
Did you?
Ouch.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And that is enough to make my knight go pop. Shall we see if he explodes? Please don't explode. No, he does not explode, but that is first strike and that hurt.
Yeah. Actually, I only find one.
Yes, that was just one lot of shots. Yes, that was horrible.
Okay.
So I'm scared to ask what's next.
So luckily,
Yes.
that was the reroll and wound unit out of the way, so the
Hooray.
rest of it's not going to be as scary.
That's still not great.
So the next guy,
I had hoped you would survive more than 1 unit of firepower.
these are incredibly efficient, but they're not the most survivable because
Once I get rid of your drones, they are going to die, hopefully.
they still have a 2. I was about to say 2 Invan there. They're not Archons, they still have a 2 save, so something for.
Yeah.
So this guy's going to fire next.
Where are we going?
This heavy 18 burst cannon, which
Yeah.
is definitely going into this guy right here. Sorry, folks.
Sorry, little man. You're going to die.
Then he's got smart missiles, which are 30 inches.
Yeah, they're in range. Yep.
Actually, I'm just going to try and... I'm just going to blow... No, I'm going to blow up these.
Right, the
These are
poxwalkers.
toughness 7 and these are
They're toughness 6 with a 2 up save at the moment.
Yeah, it's...
So you're going
Guns
to
are all strength 5.
you're going to the poxwalkers.
Yeah, so heavy burst cannon here, and
Yep.
smart missile in the pox.
Right.
The smart missile is just 8 shots because there's 2 of them.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, re-rolling, and then strength 5, so wound on 3s. So just 5 hits.
Yep.
3s to wound.
Yep.
Just 2 wounds.
This is against the poxwalkers.
Yeah.
So we have discussion resilience saves, and I lose 1 poxwalker.
Oh yeah, you don't have an armor save there.
We don't need it with disgustingly resilient, mindless, and not much else. We have a 7+ save.
So if you're in cover, you get a 6.
Exactly.
And then this is the heavy burst cannon.
Yep, and this is going into the bloat drone.
And because there's the velocity tracker, he gets +1, so he's hitting on 3s, rerolling.
Nice.
Toughness is 6, isn't it?
6 or 7, I will double check.
Yeah, because it's strength 6. So
I think it might be 7, but I'll double check before you roll your wound rolls.
that's fine. If it's 7, that's disgusting. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha
Ha
ha.
ha ha. Yeah.
No, that roll was disgusting.
So that's 2 fails. I'll roll the dice while you check.
No problem, you roll the dice. I'll let you roll the dice and then I'll check.
Yeah. So it's strength 6. So
Right, 2 seconds there then. Right, I'll come back to after check. So you'd think I would know this by now, but the bloat drone is actually toughness 7, so that is 6 at minus.
-2.
So that puts it with 5 up save.
2 damage each as well.
So 5 up saves. That's not so great. And they're 2 damage each, are they? Right, so it's 2. I know what I'm doing. There we go. So first one. That's 2 wounds. 4 wounds. Oh, dear me. Wow, I negated 1 wound. So that's 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. Puts him down to 3 wounds. Ouch. 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 So, this is how the game is going to go. It will not be a long one. What's next?
So the next guy is going to shoot. So
this is the guy that branched and overcharged.
yeah, so these both have heavy 18, but this guy's a straight in one as well.
Yes, that's right.
He's totally open. But,
Yep.
I guess so I'm just going to do the same again.
Right, so into the injured bloat drone.
Smart missiles. The other guys haven't got toughness.
No, they're just toughness 5.
So the smart missiles are going to go into the plague.
The plague marines at the back.
Over there.
Yeah, of course.
Heavy burst cannon's going to go here.
Into my poor little spluttery drone.
Yeah, so I'll do the smart missiles
Yep.
first. So again, 4's rerolling. You good, sir? So 5.
Reroll helps every time. And so 4s.
4's to wound. Just the 1. It's -1 and he knows cover.
So it'll be a 4 up save. And we're fine.
Loves it.
And then back to my poorly wounded bloat drone.
Yep. So heavy 18 again. Reroll them, but hitting on 3s because of the velocity trackers.
Yep. Nice.
Don't worry, you only have to survive the first 2 turns and then Tower becomes pretty crap after this.
I'm waiting for you to run out of command points. And then 5s and 6s.
Yep.
No rerolls.
No rerolls, but
That looks like a better roll for me.
is that only 2?
That's only 2. Would you like to spend a command point to reroll one?
Already used one?
Oh, you have. So, 2 5 up saves. Here we go.
Yep.
We need to save these. We save 1, so 2 damage. So you're not going to kill him this turn.
I am not.
Disgusting resilience. Oh, that's harsh.
That was close.
That puts him down to 2 wounds.
I guess it just have to fight some fire warriors to play.
That is what the Fire Warriors are for. So we're moving on to the Fire Warriors next, are we?
So, even though technically I should do these separately, I'm just going to
That's fine. Yeah, no problem. Unless you want to do, because you might kill him, you could put the ship something else, but if you're not bothered, I'm not bothered either.
Just 7 shots.
Right?
Yeah. Hitting on 4s, no rerolls, so 4 hits.
So these are 3s. 'Cause strength.
No, these are 5, these are strength 5. The fire warriors.
Oh, sorry, strength. That's the 5s, yeah, of course.
It's 5s. None.
Right, cool.
Next is the hard fire blade that hasn't fired. So hitting on a 2 up. He's also got a pull strike roll.
Yep.
Hit wound on a 5. No.
Nope. I'd rather you were hitting with these than the other weapons.
Yeah. No, I think that's all my guns.
That's all your guns?
Yeah. I blew up a knife.
You certainly did blow up a knight. But his first strike?
It is. It's also very scary as well.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed I lost my knight, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But never mind. It's what he's there for.
Well, I can either shoot him with all my weapons, or I can shoot the rest of your army.
Yes, of course, absolutely, yes. Yeah. So the rest of my army goes unscathed, but yes, end of Tau turn 1.
Yeah.
There's no morals to take because what you shot, you killed. Right, so I'll come back to you after the cards redrawn for Deathguard turn. So the Deathguard cards for turn 2. Basically, they're all the same. I claimed defend objective 2, which my Plague Marines are sitting on, so I need to hold that till the end of your turn, which, to be honest, with all that firepower, is going to be tough. So, would you like to spend a command point to get rid of any of these cards? No?
No, I need my command point.
Right, no problem. So, after the movement phase, these Plague Marines move forward just to get their guns into range. My Poxwalkers just shuffled forwards just because we felt the need to move a little bit. Everything kind of shuffled. But these Plague Marines advanced, but only rolled a 2, so they're just out in the open now. But again, have to get into range, so it had to happen. And my very injured bloat drone on 2 wounds, coughed and spluttered up to here, but I got a 16-inch move for this bloat drone, just to cause you some troubles, to make you think about what you've got to shoot. So, next off, we're going to have the psychic phase. So, the psychic phase. So, just to try and make these a bit more survivable, they are just within 18 inches of my psyker. So, I'm going to try and cast first off Miasma of Pestilence onto this squad. So, I need a 6, and that goes off, so that makes them -1 to hit. And the next one, I will try and cast Putrescent Vitality on them as well. That also goes off on a 9. So they are now toughness 6, -1 to hit, 2 up save. Hopefully, there might be enough to keep that. So I'll come back to you with the shooting. Deathguard shooting phase. We'll start with the bloat drones because they're the closest things. So the uninjured bloat drone is just within range of this drone here. So we're going to try and see if we can get rid of some more of the drones because they're going to hurt me if I don't get rid of them. So 2d6 auto hits for 8 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8. So they are auto hitting. They are strength 6, so they are wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s, but there's no 1s. So that is 5 hits, AP -1.
Yep, so they've got 4 in 1, so they don't care. So
yeah.
4 in 1.
That was the yeah, only 1 damage as well.
Average, so, yep, so 5 up.
So
no.
3 die.
That squad is dead.
All right, so is that 1 squad left, is it?
The squad's here, but they're not in range of these. So
Perfect.
Do your worst.
So they are going to take some firepower this turn, I believe. Right, excellent. So that's good. That worked. So, seeing as though we'll go on to this second bloat drone here, who is in with the range of this squad, but he's so injured, it's probably not going to do enough. But we'll try it anyway. So 2d6 shots, because that doesn't change. So that is 9 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8. Because he's only got 2 wounds left, he is actually only strength 4. So these are 5s to wound. Rerolling 1s for the plague weapon. Reroll this 1 and this 1. Oh, 2 wounds, -1. That was good rolls.
So 2 3-ups. Oh!
Doesn't care. Doesn't care. Right, brilliant. So I'll put that back onto 2.
5 wounds.
Right, okay, so next what we'll do is we'll go, and I'm going to check some range on this squad and see if we can pep up some more shots. Come back in a sec. So I fired my 2 squads of Plague Marines. Obviously that one could only fire the Blight Launcher into these guys here and managed to do a whole 1 wound. Excellent. So what we'll do now is we will move on to the Radio Dreadnought, who is going to fire... I don't know what happened over there, but Harry and Ollie are playing over there, and Harry's made a really loud noise. Something good or bad just happened. So, the Butcher Cannons are going into these guys here, the Heavy Bolters are going to these here, but the Missile Launchers are going to pop back and drop into this squad here. So I'll do the Missile Launchers first. So it is 2d3 shots for 3 shots. These are hitting on 2s, and these are strength 6, so they're wounding on 3s. And that's 2 at -1.
Yep, so on the drones, yeah?
On the drones, yeah.
So 4 up. Failed both.
And just 1 damage each.
So 5 up.
And that's 1 drone down, right.
Everybody's dead.
So the Butcher Cannons, so this is 8 shots hitting on 2s. Rerolling the 1 because of the Lord. Strength 8, toughness 5, so 3s.
This is going to be painful.
Not that painful. So that is 1, 2, oh yeah. So that is 6 -1, only -1.
That is the saving grace. So
Yes.
6 at -1.
But they are 2 damage each. That hurts. But you have Sense of Stone, so you will probably save all of them.
So 3 up. Oh, past them all.
Ouch. Ouch. So, rule for next time against Tau, bring higher AP. Yes.
You have some last cannons, but you didn't shoot them first. Those are really good against both sides.
Oh yeah, whoops. Never mind, we'll get them next time. so tell you what, we'll go on to Plague Burst Mortars next.
I mean, we've still got heavy bolts to fire.
Oh, have heavy bolters to fire. Wow.
Forget them if you want.
Wow. Yes, heavy bolters on 2s.
Because these go here as well.
Yeah. And then 4s.
Yeah.
So that is 2 at -1. 2 3-ups again. Oh, sense of stone.
6 up. I roll the one that rolled a 6. Obviously, that's not microwaved.
So what we will do now is we'll go on to the Plague Burst mortars, on the Plague Burst crawlers. Just because I just got a nice little word off there. So what I'll do is the mortar is still going to go into these drones though.
Yeah.
The entropy cannons is going to go into their broadsides.
Yeah.
And the slugger is just going to go into probably just the fire warriors over there, but I will check the range in a second before I do it. So I'll fire the Plague Burst mortar first. So it's 6 shots, 5 shots. So these are hitting on 4s because they didn't move, re-rolling 1s because of the Lord. That'll do, and these are strength 8s, so 2s to wound. That is 3 wounds at -2, not that you care.
So 3 4-ups.
So that's all, and these are D3 each. So that's 3, 1, and 3.
I'll do the 1, which passes.
Nice.
The 2, which
Ooh, nearly passes, and then the 3.
3, which...
So that's 2 more drones down. And then the all-important entropy cannons.
Yeah.
So these are hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that 1. That's 2 hits. Oh, damn it. That's only 1 hit. That is ugly.
Thank God for that.
That was ugly. I do not like that.
From my side, it was great.
And then wounding on a 3. I will spend a command point to re-roll that. They are not plague weapons. Oh, come on.
On a 6, I steal a command point.
That would just be insult to injury, and I would go home. Well, that did not go according to plan.
Don't worry, you've got another one.
So yes, speaking of which, we'll fire with the other one. Exactly the same again. Oh, I haven't done the slugger into those over there. It's 36, I think, but we'll double check that before.
Yeah. Nah, you're in range. You're not in range of the second squad, but you're in range of the front squad.
Right, brilliant. So I'll fire at the others.
So you're in range here.
Right, that's fine. I'll shoot the one in range then. So 4s,
Yep.
and then 3s.
So
2 at -1.
oh, it's heavy bolt.
Yes, heavy ball. 2 at -1.
So 5 ups. Is that squad dead?
Right, so back onto that, we shall do pretty much the same thing, and I think that we might be in range of that one with this guy as well. So we'll just check range on that. Right, so the slugger is going into the fire warriors over there, then everything else, well, the entropy cannons are going to these here, and so is the mortar. Because I need to do some damage.
Don't worry, you'll do it all this time.
So, mortar first, for 4 shots. So 4s re-rolling 1s. So these are strength 8, so wounded on 3s. Now this is a plague weapon. So re-roll the 1. So that's 3 at -2.
So 3 at -2.
3 at -2.
So 3 4-ups.
1 goes through. But it is D3 damage, and I have 1 on 3 wounds.
Yep.
1 wound. Sense of stone.
6 up.
Oh, that's right.
Much a cannon time though.
Yes, it is. Well, actually, we've got the 2 entropy cannons coming in first. So 4s, re-roll the 1. Nothing. Ouch.
Stubber? Well, not really.
Well, no, but we'll fire the stubber for the slugger into the fire warriors. Oh yeah, these hit. Yeah,
The non-important.
and 3s. That's it. 2 at -1.
2 die.
2 die. Ouch. I'm running out of things to shoot. So, first Contemptor into these here.
Yep.
So 8 shots, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Oh, good for that, eh?
Yeah, I didn't see the other 2. Ouch. 3s. No re-rolls. Oh, dear me. Just 3 at -1. I really want to take out at least one of these.
So 3 at -1.
3 at -1.
So 3 3-ups. Oh.
I missed that. Yeah, he saved all of those. And then the next butcher cannon.
Alright, oh sorry. Shall I keep rolling up?
That's quite all right. It's not a problem. Unfortunately, you saved them all, so it doesn't really matter. So 2s re-rolling 1s,
All hit.
and then 3s, no re-rolls.
lot better.
So that is 6 at -1. I need to take out one of these here. You need to fail one of these.
Wow, that's like shooting like Castellans.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
3 ups. Don't fail me now.
Come on, come on. 2s and 1s. Two go through.
I'm not gonna use a CP.
Right, so 2 damage each.
So the first one.
Yep.
6 ups.
Oh,
Oh wow.
that is horrific.
I'll roll these
And then
dice.
yeah, roll those 2 dice again. Right, at least I killed one of them. That was
That was a butcher cannon, wasn't it?
yes, it was.
Oh, they're not running away though. I was going to say that they might
Mine's,
actually run away.
it's only infantry.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, it's only against infantry, the leadership. Now, unfortunately, I think that's everything that I had to shoot. That was awful.
Oh,
That was genuinely awful.
thank God for 2 saves. Let me pray.
So, I need to think whether I'm going to charge my... Because there's a lot of Overwatch I could sit and take here.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is... Because also you've got fly as well, haven't you?
I do.
So I think it's very silly that I charge you, basically. So I'm not going to charge you. So that is the end of my turn. And after all of that,
So I have to do...
I have started to defend Objective 2, and you owe me 1 leadership, yes.
So you also kill 2 units, so you get over on 5?
I do, yes, I do. So that's overwhelming firepower for that. And I've started to defend Objective 2.
So you've got 1 point for that.
Brilliant. So that puts me on 2 points in total. Wow.
Leadership as well.
Yep, leadership, because of the hit with the butcher cannon, so it's -2 to their leadership.
It was only these and it doesn't affect...
It was, yeah, there's no leadership because they didn't get them. So
These lost 2 guys, but leadership 7, so
they're fine, yeah.
Leadership 10, they lost 3 guys, so
They're fine, and that is it.
That's it.
So that is the end of Deathguard turn 2. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Tau in turn 2. So cards for turn 2 for Tau. So what did we draw differently this time?
So I discarded Kingslayer at the end of the last turn, but it's really not happening. And this turn, I drew Scour the Skies, which is destroy unit with fly.
And oh look, I've got a bloat drone with 2 wounds. Yay!
And he didn't choose to...
Well, no,
any of them,
I
so-
thought I'd save me command points because you're going to score 2 points, and what's an extra point anyway? Because you've got Patient Hunter, you've got Hold the Line anyway, so
Yeah.
1 more point, that's going to make a lot of difference to me. So, should we talk through your movement phase?
Yeah, so again, Tau Movement phase, a little bit of a joke, because I don't really have one, but...
Yeah,
Shuffled Fire Warriors, declared 1 car incentives, declared cow unit incentive stone to reroll and hit bubble.
Yep.
And this guy shuffled forward just so you can fire 4 fusion blasters into either of these.
yeah.
Just for nice
Because he
quick
didn't do enough against a knight. He wants to keep on going because he's doing good.
Yep, so that happened. Then I have a deep strike over here.
Oh yes,
So what I chose to do was use the character rule to great effect, you see?
yes, I
Because
see.
These butcher cannons are really scary, but they're closer to my broadside. than
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
So he's just in range of this to
Yeah.
blow it away.
Yes, which by the sounds of it, he's perfectly capable of doing. But toughness 8, 5 up, you never know.
He's got some... I've got a bit lucky, shopper, but...
Well, what we'll do is we'll find out very soon.
Yes, we will.
So, should we move straight in the shooting phase?
Yeah.
So, what's happening first?
So, beginning of the phase, so she's not going to fire, but these can reroll field wounds.
Yep.
That's on a 6. On a 6 to get command point back, sorry. Okay,
Oh,
so
look,
I'm
wow,
gonna-
that's
I don't know
amazing.
what-
That's amazing, you didn't get it this time.
Oh, I want 1 command point now. You know what's good? Yep, so 1 command point.
Yep.
So that's a sheet on 5. These, yep. Let's go to the marker lights.
Right, let's do it then.
So, first things first.
It's a target-rich environment, I believe, is said quite often.
This guy is just going to fire here.
Right.
This is this guy here.
Yep, no problem.
So hit on the 2 up.
Yep.
Marker light. That's fine.
Yep, so that is 1 mark light on him.
Basically, I just want to fire. Because he hits on 2, so I just want to reroll my field hits basically.
Yep, absolutely.
So, toughness is 7, isn't it?
It is toughness 7, yes.
So I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna try and. Oh no! You know what?
We'll come back to you in a second while we have a think of 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So on second thoughts, we changed our mind because the thought was, with him only on 2 wounds, it seems a bit of a waste to fire 4 fusion shots at him. So we're basically going to fire at the uninjured one because there's a chance we can kill him straight out. And there's so many other bullets going around, the chance of taking 2 wounds off is quite high. So are you putting another mark light on him first?
I will, but I'll fire a fire warriors first.
Right, no
so
problem.
I'm just going to fire fire warriors here.
Yes.
So 4 here, then the chest, so the mark light from the sergeant's just going to go here.
Right, okay, so all the shots into him and the mark light into the uninjured one. Right.
Mark light first,
Yep.
4 up.
Yep. And that's a mark light on him as well.
And just 4 shots at the injured drum.
Right.
Hitting on 4s, reroll 1s. Need 5s to wound.
Yes.
No wounds, but that's fine.
Yep.
I have to fire the rest of the fire warriors to get the mark right.
Of course, absolutely. And with 2 wounds and the way I roll, you had every good chance of killing him.
This guy's just going to fire 4s.
Right, so 2s rerolling 1s.
Yeah.
Horrible.
All hits. 3s to wound.
Yeah, 3s to wound.
All wound.
Oh dear. So, that's 4 wounds go through and they go straight to the demon save. So 4 5-up saves. I need to save these. And I only save...
I'm not in metal range, so that's fine.
So that's 3d6 damage.
Well, he's got disgusting resilience.
He does have disgusting resilience, but again, I don't roll 5s. So, let's roll some low rolls here.
Yep, so 3d6.
3 6s.
Not bad.
That's 12 wounds. Now that is enough to kill him. Because he only has 10 wounds.
He does.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so we need 3 5s here.
I think you'll easily get it.
Did you not see that last turn?
I did, but you used up all your bad luck. See? You got exactly 3 5s.
That puts him down to 1 wound. Wow.
That was rather effective.
That was awful. Absolutely awful. Right, and for my next game, what you'll see is I will have a whole set of new dice in my next battle report.
I agree with that statement.
Yes. So, what's next? I'll put a 1 on him because that's just one's the mark light, one's the wound.
So next, I suppose I don't really want to waste heavy burst cannons here. But
I would like you to waste heavy burst cannons there. So what's firing next? I'll tell you what. We'll have a think. So what we've decided is we fired 1 marker light across to the first contemptor just to put rerolls of 1 onto him. So the broadside's now going to fire. What are we firing at?
So I mean, to be fair, the reroll hits anyway, so I didn't really need to do that.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Well,
it's fine.
you had the shot. You may as well take it.
Yeah. Well, these only have pulse pistols anyway. So
Right.
It doesn't really matter anyway. So yep. So the smart missile systems are going here.
Yes.
And then the higher missile pods are going right over there. So he's pretty scary with his butcher cannons.
It makes sense.
I'll do the smart missiles first. So
Yep.
just firing here.
No problem.
Yep. So hitting on 4s, rerolling, and then wounding on 5s, rerolling.
Yeah. No problem.
Thank God for rerolls.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Better.
And then 5's re-rolling.
Yeah. Sometimes you need rerolls, sometimes you don't.
So far in this game, you haven't needed re-rolls.
Just an extra 2, so that's 7 in total on this guy.
AP.
Minus 1.
So 7 4-up saves. I have now changed dice. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to start rolling your dice.
Alright, it's fine by me. Oh, 1 went through, just 1 damage.
That's enough to kill him.
It is.
So I'm going to roll this one that was a 6.
So this is disgustingly resilient.
Oh, do I spend a command point on that? Ooh, is it worth doing this just to try and keep him alive so you've got to shoot him with something else? No, it isn't. So he will explode, and I believe he explodes on a 4+, but I'll double check the rules before. So we blow up. So let's roll it. On a 4+, we explode. So we explode. So everything within 7 inches takes 1 mortal wound.
But you didn't consider something.
I win myself, but I'm on 2 wounds.
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm on 2 wounds, and that mark light is actually gone. So that puts this down. I'll roll my disgustingly resilient. So he's down to 1 wound. So you've got wounds to ditch out over here. So you've got sense of stones.
Picks up feel no pain
Yeah.
here.
So he takes a wound.
Here. He's fine.
Of course he's fine.
This guy probably has.
He's out of range. The guy at the back's out of range.
I don't think these guys will be in, because it's only 6 inches.
7 inches. It just gets these guys here.
The sense of stone is 6 inches.
Oh, right, I'm with
So
you.
I don't
Sorry.
think these guys
Right.
are in.
So they get one mortal wound.
Yeah, I'll double check, but no, these are. So this guy's 5.
So the only way I can hurt you is to die.
Apparently.
Right.
Seems like a winning strategy.
So I shall take this off the board and we'll come back to you with the rest of the. So now the broadsides are going to shoot into the Contemptor Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So all these over there.
4's re-rolling one, everything, isn't it? Yet again.
Yep. So 4's re-rolling.
Yep.
And then 4's re-rolling because it's strength 7.
Yep.
Higher than missile pods. Oh, who needs re-rolls?
Your rolls are dirty.
This is why I play Tau, not another army.
Yeah.
So then 4's again.
Then 4's re-rolling. I think we might be losing a Contemptor at the end of this turn.
I hope so. Can he blow as well, please?
Yes, of course he does. And re-rolling.
Okay.
Ouch.
Wounds.
Oh my goodness.
2, 5, 10? 10 wounds.
So I believe he has a 2-up save, but I'll have to double check.
Focus and
Right, so with 10 wounds went through, so 5-up saves. I need to make some of these. I need to make all of these.
Yes.
I'd make next to none of these.
Make 2.
Oh, that's 8d3 damage comes through.
Yep, so 10 wounds. So
Yeah,
let's try it.
I think that might be enough to kill it.
That's 9.
So that is dead. I shall see if it explodes. No, it doesn't explode, thank God for that. Right, I'll take that off the board, 2 sec. So we got one more Markalite shot from over here onto the Plague Burst Crawler so we can re-roll 1s, and somebody has a big line of sight. So let's take this away and kill something else.
Let's go. So, first cyclic Ion Blaster overcharging, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Who needs the re-roll?
3 hits. Next one, reroll 1, 3 hits. And the last one, 4 hits.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's ugly. And then strength 8 overcharged, so 4's to wound.
Only 3? Only 3 though.
So 3, so
-1.
-1, so that goes to 3 4-up saves. And 1 goes through
D3 damage.
for 3 damage, and I've got disgustingly resilient. So
Wow.
it's about time. It's about time.
And his airburst and fragmentation.
Oh yes, he has more guns.
It's just D6 strength 6 basically.
Right. Okay. So
6 shots. 6 shots. D6
So-
shots, sorry.
3 shots.
Hitman 2s, rerolling 1s. So 3 hits.
Yep.
5s to wound. No wounds.
And welcome to my world.
Well, I mean, he's not going to get shot.
No, no, he's not. I've got more important things to shoot. To be fair.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So this
Right.
Yep. So
So what's next?
next guy they're going to shoot is this guy.
And where we're going?
Probably in range of the right. Oh. Alright, can you see the contemptness? You can actually.
Right. Fine.
No, you can't see the contemptness. I'm going to shoot the Dreadio.
Right. No
So
problem.
this guy's, he's going to fire his main at the Dreadio.
Yep.
And the smart missile systems are just going here.
Right. No problem.
So I'll do them first. So it's 3s reroll and then 5s.
Right. 3s and 5s. I'm so pleased this is your last reroll everything.
All hits.
And then 5s.
3, 4. 4 wounds at -1.
So that is 4 4-ups.
Oh, this guy.
I do like my green dice.
This guy doesn't want to die, does
Have you? You cannot kill him. Look at him. You should not be allowed to kill something as pretty as this.
he? You know why? It's because he's the thing that should not be.
If you think he's got Veterans of the Long War, that is beyond the Long War. That is the long war.
So the heavy burst cannon's going to shoot the Dreadio. Yep. So 4s rerolling, then 5s.
Yep.
Oh, just 1 miss.
Nice. Well, it's not that nice, but it's nice for you. Well done.
I need 5s to wound now though, so you know it's not.
Let's hope for those 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Here we go.
Wow, that's a lot of 5s and 4.
That's a lot of hits.
6. That's 6. 7.
7 at AP.
-2.
So it goes to a 5-up save.
Yeah, and these are 2 damage.
Ouch. So this is enough to kill him.
Yeah. Does he also have 3 up, or does he have 2 up?
2 seconds, I will find out, because that is... 3 up save. So, 5 up invul save. Ah, ouch.
That's 2 damage each as well.
So that's 12 wounds.
Oh, he's in 2 wounds?
He has 2 wounds left. He is not feeling well.
That was my luck call.
So, next one?
Next one is this guy.
Yep.
So he's just going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to fire these 3 fire warriors.
Right.
This to see if I can kill
Yeah,
him.
3 fire warriors into the blood drone to see if we can just take off that one last wound.
Yep, so 4s hitting on... so 4s,
Yeah.
then 5s.
Nope.
That's fine.
War was worth a try.
So then this guy's going to fire his smart missile system here.
Yep, smart.
Heavy burst cannon's going to try and kill the radio.
So smart missiles into the drone and the others into my powered radio.
Yeah.
So, into blood drone first then.
Smart missiles first. 3s, reroll them. 1s and 2s. All hit.
Nice.
5s to wound.
No 5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ouch.
Then again, you made all of your saves last time, so let's go. Round 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Are we ready? Well, you've already got Scour the Sky, so this doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, but
oh look, oh no, so is that 2 damage each?
the 1 damage each. Discuss news at the end.
So I need 3 5-ups to survive. Oh no, he's dead. Is anything within 7 inches?
Maybe you fucked all this. I don't think so. Not
Oops.
my guys.
I think he is. But I've got to explode first though.
Yeah.
No, there's just you. So,
okay.
do I explode? I do. He takes a mortal wound.
Is it 6?
He takes a mortal wound. Oh, this is looking grim for me.
And then it's heavy burst cannon.
Oh yes, heavy burst cannons into the radio. Because we have not done enough damage already.
Yep. So again, 4s rerolling. This is the last time I do this though.
Yep. This is not gonna...
Thank God for reroll.
I really wish you didn't have that reroll.
I'm glad I do. This is my last turn though, so...
Well, I did say I'd be tabled on turn 2, so not quite tabled yet.
Not quite. And then 5s.
Yep. Oh dear me, re-rolling. That's
3, 4, 5.
yeah. So 5.
5 at -2.
So 5 5-ups. I need to save all of these, and we don't have disgustingly resilient either.
Thank God for that.
Oh, I'm going to spend a command point on this one.
On a 6, I steal it.
No, steal it. Right.
So you got 3 command points.
So here we go.
Please don't.
Oh! Does he explode? Now I'll roll a 6. No, he doesn't explode. That would have just been my luck right there.
Worse, isn't it, when you use your CP roll to save?
Yeah.
To save, and then it's like,
I know, that's horrible. So, do we have anything else left to shoot?
no.
Good, because I think you've done enough damage this turn. Because if you can look over here, my army's looking very thin on the ground now.
Yeah.
And yours looks pretty much almost the same as it was when you started. For important units, looks exactly the same.
That's the funny thing. Sometimes people kill a lot of a big dead pile.
Yeah.
But then it's all my fireworks and my drones. And
Yes, exactly. I've killed fire warriors, I've killed drones, and 1 broadside. So, is that the end of your turn?
It is indeed.
And how many points do you score?
I believe it's just 2, 3.
So it's
I've got hold the line.
so hold the line has been scored.
Yep. Then I've got Scour the Sky.
Scour the Skies also,
Patient Hunter.
and the Patient Hunters. That is 3 victory points this turn. So that puts us to 3
And then I'm going to discard the lure as well.
and discard the lure. So next turn you'll be drawing a full new deck. So how many points does that put us on? That puts me. I scored defend objective 2, so that gives me 2 victory points.
So we are equal now.
So that's 3 to 3 at the end of turn 2. So we'll come back to you at the Deathguard cards for turn. So cards for turn 3 for the Deathguard. I still got Big Game Hunter. I've now got Master the Warp, Secure Objective 2 and Secure Objective 4. So I'm already on Objective 2, so there's 1 point. Objective 4 is just there. I think I can manage to get that. And then Master the Warp. I hopefully will be able to get that as well. So it's just this Big Game Hunter. There's lots of big things, but there's still drones left. So I'll come back to you after the movement phase for the Deathguard. So the movement phase. These guys have sat still because they're already on Objective 2. My Poxwalkers have shambled backwards. mindless but seem to know where they're going. I don't know about that. The Plague Marines have just moved forward to get themselves in range of some drones, just to see if I can finally get rid of those, just because. The Contempt, everything else stayed still, because there's no reason to move, basically. So, it's our Psychic phase. I got Miasma of Pestilence cast on the Contemptor, but I failed Putrescent Vitality on the squad here, but that does get me Master of the War. So that will, I've already scored 3 points, so now I need to kill something big. I'll come back to you with the shooting. So it's the shooting phase now. So we'll start with this squad here, and they're going to put everything into the drones at the back. Although actually, thinking about it, I'm going to use the bolt guns into the drones. I'm going to put the Blight Launcher into the broadside. So we've got 5 shots. We're not within rapid fire range. So it's 5 bolt shots on 3s, and then 4s. So that's 1, no AP.
4 up. Made it.
Yep, and then the Blight Launcher into the broadside, 3s, that is 1 hit, and then 3s to wound. That is 1 wound, -2.
4 up. Made it.
Damn it. So, what we'll do this time is we are going to fire, this squad will fire the Blight Launcher into the broadside, and it will put the bolt guns into the broadside. So that is...
Not enough for Fire Warriors? A bit easy to kill.
They are, but they're also pointless. No, go on, you're right, I will. I'll shoot them because I feel sorry for them.
Just because...
And at these kind of rolls, it doesn't really matter. And then 3s, yeah. So that is 1, 4 up save.
Right,
Hey! Woohoo! And then the Blight Launcher up into the broadside. That is 2 hits, and they're wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because they're plague weapons, and I'm going to get rid of my black dice because I don't like them anymore.
See, look at that.
That's 1, -2.
4 up.
I don't even need to roll dice, really. I go, I'll shoot you, I miss. Excellent. Right. So moving on, what we'll do is we shall go on to this guy here, and he is going to shoot the Heavy Slugger into over the shields over here, but then everything else is going over here. So we'll fire the Slugger back over there into this first. So 4s re-rolling 1s, and then it is 3s. That is 1 at -1.
Not a plague weapon, is it?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so 4 up.
And I missed that on there, but obviously it was a 6. So the mortar, D6 shots.
And is everything else?
Everything else is going to the broadside. So that's 3 shots. So 4s re-rolling 1s. 3s. -2.
Oh, 4 up.
And that is D3 damage. 3 damage.
3 6 ups.
Take 3 wounds.
He's on 1 wound.
Whew. So it's almost a shame that I've got to fire the entropy cannon into him, but a kill is a kill. So 2 entropy cannons on 4s, re-rolling the 1. That's 1 hit. So these are 3s, no re-roll. -4.
So 5 up. Oh, no, sorry, -4. No,
-4.
Through.
Are you sure?
Sorry, it's because
Well,
last cannon.
so yes.
Sorry, I'm thinking the last cannons.
So that's 4 damage.
I've made 4. Ask Harry, I've made 4 6 ups before.
Yeah, I can believe it.
That was very good.
So that is 1 more dead, but there is still 1 on full wounds.
There is.
So what we'll do is we'll go with the next. I should have fired my Contemptor at him, but never mind. So the next Plague Burst Crawler into these with the entropy cannons and the Slugger, the mortar, and the Slugger will go into. Well, I'm doing okay with my rules, Harry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing absolutely abysmal with my
Death to
dice.
the false emperor again?
I did every time. Death to the false fishman.
Okay.
To be fair, Tower of the Chaos God, if you don't know.
It's not Slanesh, is it?
No one's a god for the. So everyone likes to make fun of it because in the Dark Angels, some Dark Angels novel, they find that the Tower of a God of the Greater Good.
Well, you would know about that.
I don't talk about Dark Angels. Everything's a secret.
No, apparently the Tower of Chaos God, it's the God of the Greater Good.
Well, you've been praying to him really, really well.
It's genuinely the God
So
of the Greater Good.
the Heavy Slugger is going to fire into those I believe they're in range over there. So we're going to fire at the fire warriors here, and then everything else is going to this broadside here. This one guy here on 6 wounds. So we'll do the heavy slugger first. So 4s re-rolling 1s, and then 3s. So that's 2 at -1.
2 5-ups.
One guy dead.
One guy blows up.
So we'll do the mortar next for D6 shots for 4 shots. 4s re-rolling 1s yet again, of course.
Nice.
And then 3s re-rolling. No need to re-roll. So that's 4 at -2.
3 5-up, 3 4-ups.
This is where we roll 3 4-ups. Oh. So this is 2d3 damage. And that is just a whole 3 wounds.
You won't be amazing anymore of things, so you just do 3 wounds.
Woohoo! And then 2 entropy. I need to kill these broadsides. They are the bane of my life. Right, so 2 entropy cannons. On 4s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling the 1. 1 hit.
3s.
So this is a 3. I need to get this. Yes, -4. 6 up save, sir. Oh, that is D6 damage.
Oh, it's minus 4. Good.
Oh, I need to spend. Yeah, I'm going to spend another CP to re-roll that.
6 to steal it.
Oh, 3. So 3 sense of stones. Oh, no sense of stone, that is dead.
He's not within 6 anyway.
That's fine.
Hey.
And then the last thing I've got to fire is a Contempted Dreadnought.
You probably are the closest thing now. Oh,
Which we'll check.
kill the drones first, sorry.
Right, we'll not shoot over there. No, we'll leave that. I'm going to now.
Unfortunately, all these characters are now out in the open.
Yeah, we'll fire into the. Talk me through these characters.
So these are 2 card fire blades. Basically, Mark Light's hitting the 2+,
Right.
5 wounds each, 3
Yep.
up save.
Yep.
4 up save. So these guys, they get extra 2 in cover, so they'll be on a 2 up save, and they've got 3 wounds each, but they've already took mortal wounds, so they've got 2 wounds each. So one shot go through on each, and they die basically.
So,
And as you can see, this guy apparently doesn't do anything, so you don't have to worry.
no, I'm not worried about him at all. So we'll take out one of your. We'll try and take out one of your marker lights. I'm just going to go for one of this guy here.
Yeah, this guy.
Yes, that guy there. Yeah. So 8 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8 shots coming through on 2s. Re-rolling the 1 and the 1. Everything hit. So these are strength 8 and then 2s to wound. This is where I roll loads of 1s. That was quite a few 1s. So that is.
So he's got 3 up saves.
So that is 6 go through.
So he's got
So I accidentally rolled 1 extra dice there. So just do 5 wounds. 5 wounds because I accidentally rolled 1 extra dice.
That's fine. So he's got 2 up save, -1, 3 up. He might actually live.
Probably.
No, he dies.
He dies. So that's excellent. Excellent. Good. Die, sir. And I believe that is everything I've got to fire. So we'll check out the cards. There's no morale. There's no morale to take. So I scored Master of the Warp, Secure Objective 2 and Secure Objective 4. So I score 3 cards this turn, and I'll keep Big Game Hunter because I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau on turn. The cards drawn for the Tau on turn 3 are very, very interesting. So talk me through where we're at.
So I've got Defending Secure 6, which is just over there behind the statue. So
Which is in the middle of no man's land over there. That's an easy one, really.
It is.
So it's at least 1 point straight away.
Yeah, then I've got Defend Objective 4, which is right here. That's not happening.
It's not as good, no.
Then I've got Mission Critical, which is 2, which is right here in this building.
Which is the one that my Plague Marines are sitting on right there. So we've got some interesting things. So I need to think if I want to stop you. I've got 2 command points left. And do I want to hold you off for another turn? I'm going to make you not score this one here.
On a 6, I steal it.
Yeah. Because if I can move off that in my next turn, you don't get D3 victory points for it.
I even steal
Oh, and you get the command point back. So that puts me on 1 command point, you on 2. So the movement phase for the Tau on is turn 3, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's turn 3.
So basically, these 2 guys stayed still and overcharged, and Sense of Stone they lost a mortal wound each.
Yeah.
But the shield drones have moved forward to screen and protect them as they should do.
And these characters
yeah, and the
still
characters as well. Yeah, definitely. We have advanced up here to secure Objective 6 and hopefully hold it as well.
Definitely.
These guys, are you sure you don't want to move those?
No, these guys don't.
Right. We've shuffled up here as well just to make these guys in range, as we have over here as well. So there's a world of hurt coming into these Plague Marines here. And that is about it for the movement phase. Are we ready to go straight in the shooting phase?
Beginning of the shooting phase, I'm just going to overcharge, but not overcharge. I'm going to command and control, not to she can't shoot, but this guy rerolls his field wounds.
Right. Good.
So I've got one command point.
That was my command point, that.
It was. Just think, you gave me that. So if I blow something up.
It's my fault. Well, to be fair,
I still had one.
the only reason you've been blowing stuff up is because I've been rolling ones all day.
I have to put
And you've been rolling sixes.
Yeah. So first things first, let's just...
Marker lights?
Yeah, marker lights.
Yeah, why not?
First things first, this guy's going to fire it. I say this. Technically he's knife and C, but technically he's knife and C, so I'm going to shoot on a 3-up.
Yep.
It's -1.
Yep,
so,
of course.
Marker light.
It hits, yes.
So I get 1.
So that puts him on re-rolling ones to hit.
That's really scary, so I'm going to use my last command point to get D3.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Front of the 2 puts him on a 3.
So then this guy's going to fire, so he's hitting on 3 4s, re-rolling 1s and 2s.
Right.
So he hits.
Yep, so he's on 4. And the last one, see if we can get the...
So we're hitting on 3s.
No, so we're on 4. We don't get the +1 to weapon skill,
No.
which is
I am
something, I suppose.
There is a free reroll.
Oh, yes.
I need to know whether it fails.
Right, we'll come back and we'll see about the free reroll, see if we can get the 5th one on there. Right, so
I got 2 there, but the relic also gives a free reroll hit roll. And
is this once per game?
Once per battle.
One battle,
Yeah,
right.
So either him or someone within 6 inches.
So you're going to use that to try and get the last...
Yep, so I need a 3.
Oh, off the table, doesn't count.
Count.
Oh, and there we go, the full complement.
There we go. You
There.
use it once per bag.
And goodbye, Contemptor.
And I get you -1, which is really nice.
Yes, you do, but at least it's still hitting on 4s instead of 5s and 3s and 2s and 1s. And yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's kill some stuff.
So this guy's just going to fire first. He's going to fire his smart missile, not smart missiles. He's going to fire his heavy burst cannon here.
Yep.
Just fire his smart missiles here.
Right, no problem. Let's do that then.
Smart missiles first. Not as important this time, but still necessary. So, so 4s, no rerolls, because they're not marker light.
Nope.
So then 4s, just the 1.
AP,
-1.
so a 4-up save. Nope, and then a 5, but disgustingly resilient. There we go, we make a 1.
God.
We finally make 1.
I have not missed shooting your plague marines at all. So then 18 shots from the burst cannon.
Yep.
Straight into the contender.
So these will be 4s again then.
Yep, 4s, rerolling 1s this time though. Oh, okay.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
Apparently not.
Okay, at least those 2 didn't go
Yeah.
through. That was a good roll.
Well, if it wasn't -1, it'd be 3s rerolling.
Yes, it
1s,
would
so
be, yeah.
That's almost my reroll anyway. So 5s this time though.
Right,
Rerolling.
but they have re-roll because of the, yes.
Goodbye, contender.
Goodbye, Contemptor.
Maybe not. Maybe not. 5, 7.
So 7, 3,
Yeah, just 7 at -2.
4, 5, 6, just. So 7 5-ups. Are these 2 damage each?
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, dear me. That is brutal. There's no point. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Does he explode? Oh, nope, that is the end of the Contemptor. And to be honest, that is getting close to destroying me. But we'll go on, you never know. You never know. It comes down to points at the end of the day.
It does. So next.
Yep.
So these are going to fire. I'm just going to fire everything here except the mark light, which is going to go over here.
Right, okay.
So the mark light first.
Yep.
On a 4-up. So
Yep, so that's it. Reroll the 1s on these guys over
4
here.
shots over here. Hitting on 4s, rerolling them all.
Right, against the other Plague Marines.
Yeah, just hitting on 4s. No rerolls.
Yep.
1 wound, AP dash.
So it's a 3-up. We're fine.
Things I've not missed. Right, okay, so so it's funny, right? I actually put these in a position where whichever one I fire, you just take away the guy who's in range of the other one.
Yes, of course, that is the idea, yes. So choose your targets wisely.
So I suppose this guy's just going to fire everything here.
So we're going to go from this guy here into the Plague Marines at the back there.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Right, let's do that then.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shots coming through.
These are only just within 18. Yeah, he's range of front 2, but...
Yeah, so they're the ones you're going to die first. It is my champion, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that guy... Oh, that guy's actually within a range of a couple. So
He is, yes, he is.
I'll shoot this guy first.
Right, yes, of course.
Fusion blasters, hitting on 2s, moving on 3s.
Some would call it overkill. Someone called it 4 wounds.
And 3s.
Yep.
Just the one?
Just the one.
Wow, man.
AP -4.
Yeah.
But they are in cover,
Yeah.
so they do get a 6 up save.
Alright.
No. Wounds? Oh, D6.
Damage.
1 damage.
Oh,
You know,
no.
come on, come on, come on. No, we lose a guy. I'll take the guy at the back because it doesn't really matter.
Now
Oh.
the next guy's going to fire.
Yeah, and then we're going to have the other guy doing the same thing, well, with his weapons into this squad here.
He's going to fire everything. Actually, he's going to fire 2 in the. So he's going to fire 2 Sigma Iron Blasters
Right.
in there, and the relic projector. Then he's going to fire 1 over there.
So one of the blasters is going to go into the crawler, everything else is going to the Marines. Do you want to do the crawler first?
Yeah, I'm going to feel really bad for this choice, but overcharging.
Some ones.
He gets to reroll 1 failed hit.
No.
Trait. He doesn't take a wound, that's fine.
Force to wound.
2
2 at -1, so 2 4-up saves. We love it. What's next to fire?
So this guy was in the middle of shooting.
Yes.
So he fired here, did nothing.
Yep, and he's gone. The rest of his shots are now going into the Plague Marines.
D6 relic. 6 shots.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
This is not going to go well.
hitting on 2s,
Yep.
rolling 1s. All hit. Strength 6, so 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Just 3.
3 AP.
-2.
So -1 because of cover, so 4-up saves. No, I was going to use a black dice, but I am not going to do that. So 4-up saves.
2 damage apiece.
So discussing resilient.
He died.
Another one dies.
Thank you, good sir.
Another one dead.
And then overcharging the Iron Blasters.
Yep.
The first one, reroll 1. And then the next one,
So it's 6 hits.
3s to wound again.
Yep.
Strength 8. 4 wounds at -1.
So 3 ups.
Yep.
2 go through.
2d3.
So do the 1 first.
Yep.
Fails it. And then the 2.
He lives.
That's 1 guy dead.
Oh, wow. That's
But morale could be an issue.
I don't think so. So this guy's going to fire now.
Yep.
So he's just going to fire his smart missile system here. And he's just going to fire his he's going to fire his heavy burst cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? How many guns have he got?
14.
I'm not going to play that game. I'm just going to fire here.
Right.
Fire here with heavy burst cannon.
Shoot what you can kill.
And then I have to clear that. Basically that. I know he's got quite lucky so far, but let's not put it that way. Smartness is first. Hit
Yep.
on 4s, reroll on 1s.
Yep. And this is into the...
These guys over there.
The
heavy burst
Marines.
cannon's going there.
Right, I'm with you. Right, sorry, yeah. So
Sorry.
4s, rerolling 1s. And that was some nice ones.
That was extra
Oh,
hit.
dear me.
So forced to win, sorry.
Yep.
That's 5.
Being Plague Marines.
Just the 1 at -1 ignores cover.
So, a 4-up. Saves it.
And these guys are getting 18 shots into them. So
Yep, into the next squad over there.
Yeah, I mean, that, I don't. Alright, okay, so. Yeah.
4s, rerolling 1s again.
No rerolls.
No rerolls, of
no
course.
battleites.
Excellent, it's what we like.
Look what happens when I don't have my.
It's about time. It's the first crap roll you've done and it still wasn't that bad.
3s to wound.
So,
No rerolls.
3.
Just 3 at -2.
So 3,
2 damage each.
3 5-ups.
Wow, 2 damage.
2 damage. And that kills a guy. I'll remove him in a second.
These went from killing Dreadnought to killing a guy. So
Yep. Yep. Welcome to my world.
welcome to town. Enjoy your stay.
So what's next?
There's 2 fire warriors here. I'm going to fire at the box walkers.
Right. Yep. I'm excited for that.
2 shots. To be fair, 1 hit.
Yep.
It's a wound.
Hey, you failed to wound a toughness 3 model.
Can you believe it?
So is that the end of your turn?
Apparently so.
So you score one for secure objective 6.
Yeah.
Do you score anything else?
No. I'm going to get rid of defend objective 4.
Yes,
End of
that's
my turn.
fair enough.
That is,
So that scores you 1 victory point.
yeah.
So that puts you on 4 to my 6.
Yeah.
So that's the end of turn. So this turn 4 is just going to be a summary turn because, to be honest, we're running out of time because I take forever to roll dice. So basically, these guys advanced to try and get onto objective 6. We also shot off enough guys here to basically secure that. Those guys are still sitting on there. And basically, we did pretty much nothing else because all of the wounds that went through, I killed about 3 drones, and that is the end of my turn. So I secure hold the line. I still don't have Big Game Hunter. I do secure Objective 6, and I've started to defend Objective 3. So that puts me on another 2 victory points at the end of my turn. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau on turn 4.
Get secure.
Cards drawn for the Tau on turn 4. We still have mission critical, which is doable now, actually. Defend Objective 6 and secure Objective 3 and defend Objective 3. Unfortunately, your mission critical is only worth 1 now and not D3, which is why I spend the command point to stop you doing it. So, we'll come back to you after the movement phase. To be honest, it will probably be a summary turn, as again, like I said, we're running out of time. Right, so this is to summarise the Tau turn 4. We did all the Nova charging goodness and things on here, and basically he completely deleted this squad of Plague Marines. He may as well have deleted this squad of Plague Marines. This was an interesting turn of events. We did a kamikaze roll and he just basically shot my Chaos Lord out of oblivion. So no discussion was elite on the Chaos Lords is a bit of a shame, but he completely failed everything. It took about 12 wounds, I think. Yeah. And that is about it. So we've just totaled them up. And with the cards I got that turn and the cards you got that turn, it's actually a 1 victory point win for the Deathguard, which, to be fair, I'm absolutely amazed at. But that was a really good game. I've learned a lot about fighting Tau and the fact that I don't like fighting Tau.
Yep. 8-9. You win by 1
8 to 9 to the Deathguard. Well done, sir.
Yeah. That was
awkward handshake. Awkward handshake. Right, that's brilliant. So thanks for tuning in. Sorry it was a bit of a rush at the end, but unfortunately we ran out of time because it took forever to do. And I need to give this as a thank you for the borrow of the tank. As a thank you for lending me the tank.
It is no problem.
Because I would have been playing a Land Raider and that would have just looked wrong. So thanks for tuning in and we'll catch you